styrofoam cup and it melted it.
That's some high quality moonshine.
I don't know what it.
Well,
Acetone in it.
yeah, gasoline will melt the styrofoam cup.
What it was in it, but boy, I mean it did.
I didn't while making a video. All right, tell me your best jail story, Mama. What's your favorite story about living in the jail or with
The story where I went to screaming
What was the
when they
time
throwed the guy across the table and broke
Yeah.
your
Broke the
your
plate on the
plate
wall.
and broke your duck.
Yeah, broke my little plate from Mexico. That
Oh,
well, all the troopers come over and they was gonna have a raid, and they stopped and they got after this old boy. I can't remember what his name was.
Well, we don't have to have the names.
Oh,
Yeah,
Louis Bryant was the one that
Louis.
changed one end of the county.
Names have been changed
Yeah.
to protect the
Names
innocent.
have been changed to protect the innocent.
yeah. Well, they got after him
He wasn't
down
innocent though.
at the state line,
Oh, they were
at
getting-
Tennessee state line. They chased him. There were 7 cars after him. And as they come up on the square, they're side by side. One went around one side and around the other and back together. And finally, one of them decided to shoot into his motor. And they shot it and stopped him down at Rising Fun. Now, he went nearly, nearly all the way. But they brought him in there and they charged him with DUI. Well, they brought him in and they're slamming him around. And I had this big old plate, clay-like plate
Curse water or something.
from Mexico that I was hanging above the buffet. And they grabbed him by the collar and slammed him up. Reuben Lyons did. It was a trooper. And it just knocked the half moon out of that thing. It looked like a half moon plate. She was over at the end of the
I was standing in the door of the kitchen. I was standing in the door of the
You
kitchen.
started out there, but you was at between the wall and the buffet, just crunched down in there, screaming bloody murder, and there's throwing him across the table. And I had a swan on the table. Let me get my swan before y'all break it. He is just scooting across the table. After they went ahead and arrested him, though, I told them troopers that if that boy could drive all the way and evade all them troopers from the Tennessee line to Rising Fun, it was a shame that they charged him with driving drunk.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, it really was a shame to charge him with that when he had evaded us. Just come right up that
Well,
square, boy.
he went through several roadblocks. And
Yeah.
what happened right there, somewhere there in Trenton, when they was shooting at his tires, one of the bullets went through the fender well and shot out his top radiator hose. And his car went to running hot on him. That's why he stopped.
That's why he
said
stopped.
He didn't want to ruin his engine in his car. It had a big block Chevrolet in it.
Oh Lord.
It was a.
But I mean, all them roadblocks and around that square and didn't hit nothing.
Should have
I
gotten
would
a
have been.
horse.
I'd let him go.
Brian,
If he
he
could
I
do
would have
that.
been ashamed
They
to have
got after
charged
him
him
one
with
time
it.
after that and run him for a long ways.
He probably just liked it.
Huh?
He probably just liked it.
They said, I don't know what the tale I always heard was that they could drive better when he was drunk than when he was sober.
Well, so could James Ryan that I was dating.
That was
Daddy
like,
wouldn't let me go out with him unless he was drunk
That was
because
like
he
that
knew he drove.
that old boy out there that worked at the coal mine, the one that cleaned the coal. I can't remember his name, but they said he'd clean the coal better when he was high. He'd smoke him a little dope and get out there cleaning that coal and cleaned it better than anybody when he was straight.
Well, then who was the guy that came in there that Daddy was sitting at the end of the table writing? He when they'd empty their pockets, Daddy would be writing what they had in their pockets, and there was a gun laying in front of Daddy.
That I believe is when the plate got brought.
I
in.
think so too. That
Because
was
there
when
was it wasn't when there was a big tall skinny guy and a short
yeah.
kind of a short
Yeah.
fat guy.
Anyway, the gun was laying right here, and Daddy was just writing what they was
And one of them reached for
And
it.
the guy was the guy was coming across like this to get the gun, and Daddy says he's going for the gun. Never stopped writing. He just kept writing. And they grabbed that guy and shoved him up against the wall and threw him across the table. And I'm standing in the door of the
Well, I
kitchen
guess that
and went
was,
to
wasn't it?
screaming. And
remember the
I was
scream.
down by the refrigerator, down in the floor, and here comes this trooper, grabs me up out of the floor. Are you hurt? Are you hurt? Oh no, no.
Well, the best thing was though.
Hold on,
When the-
wait, is this a new story?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.